Hello all, how are you doing? It's Kristen, you are in the good, and we are here for our weekly career path talk. So let's see what's up with the energies of our career path. What do we need to know? Well, what do we need to validate that's inside of us? Our own gut, our own instincts, our own inner knowing. What is beneath the surface? What lies beneath? What needs to be lit up? What is the way forward? Okay, two that popped out, a whole bunch of cards. So we're going to go through them. I'm going to take them all. We have innocence, the beginner's mind, starting fresh, newness, renewal. You know, it is the beginning of the year. And this is a wonderful time to wipe the slate clean, as they say. This is reminding me, what was that show? Was it Kung Fu in the 70s where he would say, grasshopper? This is, because you see that, it feels like a grasshopper to me. You could have somebody who, in your life, who you're their grasshopper. And you have found someone recently that is going to be teaching you, mentoring you, helping you to level up, somebody that believes in you. Or it could be the opposite. Some of you could be resonating with, you have a grasshopper, you have a student. I feel for some of you, you have an unexpected mentee, perhaps, that has come into your life recently. And it's someone that you're going to be really enjoying sharing all the wisdom and the knowledge that you have. This is a really joyful thing. It's not like someone younger or somebody else coming in to take your place. It's about that generous passing on of the wisdom, of the knowledge, of the skill, the talent, passing it on to allow someone else to work their own mojo with it. And you're going to really enjoy watching that growth, watching them come into their own. Or the opposite, you're having somebody that really believes into you coming into your own, and they want to share in a very compassionate, non-judgmental, very genuine and generous kind of way where, they simply really believe in you. And then the three cards that kind of came out all together were guilt, possibilities, and compromise. So, is someone making you feel guilty, or do you have a thought pattern around feeling guilty about your success? Or, and that could be not having enough success. Do you feel like you've over-compromised? Almost being too flexible. It looks like there's someone here, it could be several people, that it's almost like they know that you're really good person, that you're nice, that you're somebody who wants to work with others, and they take advantage of that. Always sort of they'll compromise, they'll do it. And with the green in the background, I feel like this is something that is tugging away at your heart. It really feels like in the card there are these two people coming at you, and it could be just one, or it could be more of a group, but it's people coming at you. Perhaps this is also, for some of you, will resonate with people in your personal life that are making you compromise on the standards of your job. So you might have friends that are like, oh let's always go out, or how come you don't want to go on this day trip? How come you don't want to just take off and go on this international trip with us, when you're really wanting to, put your nose down to it and focus. You have goals. You have different goals than your friendship community or your family community. And it's like you feel like they're trying to make you compromise. That's a message for some of you. And for others of you, it's this feeling like, wait a second, why do I have to compromise constantly so much? And people trying to make you feel guilty about not being flexible. Somehow it always gets turned on to you. And I think that with this innocence card and the possibilities, you don't want to be too innocent when these two cards are paired together. You don't, if this is what's happening to you, if someone's making you feel guilty, regardless of who it is or what it is, about your career, about what your goals are, what your new strategies are as you begin to, contemplate and put together the structure of how you want this new year to go. It's like, I'm not a babe in the woods. I've got something to offer. I know a lot. And you want to discover new possibilities by getting an overall perspective. This bird flying above, it feels like there's a lot of heat going on down there. There's a lot of, there's a lot of, it could be that there's a lot of people not understanding each other and not attempting to understand each other. There's a lot of people around you that are not willing to compromise, where there's a lot of anxiety that is put into the work situation, your work environment, around, people constantly creating a certain kind of drama. There's a lot of heat. And it's about getting an overall perspective, like stepping back and looking at it holistically. And it is not completely all of your fault. You are not the one that constantly has to compromise. You have something to give. And perhaps this for you, for somebody out there, that you are the mentee. There's somebody outside of your office, within your office environment, that it's more of a soothing, calm, peaceful. It's really more about what being a real leader is about. And you want to go with the way of that person. You want to go down that path. Or perhaps for some of you, I'm really picking up if you're in a larger corporation, or this could be within a smaller business where, you want to put all of this crap down. You've gotten perspective. You've taken the holidays to get a little bit of a break from all of the drama. And perhaps there are some people that feel the way you do. Maybe, and I really think that they're not quite as high level up, but it's almost like you want to bring up some people within your work environment. You want to teach them, we don't need to do this sneaky, manipulative, uncompromising, playing the blame game way. There's another way to be here at work and to be in a co-creative environment and to have peace and a place that is more tranquil where people can actually think. Because when you've got all this stuff going on constantly, and constant drama and constant upsetness and constant anxiety and constant stress, and it's never good enough, nobody can think straight. So it's, creating a place to be able to think clearly and straight. All right, let's grab some tarot. I hope that you are having a good day so far, a good evening. Please hit the like button for me. It would mean so much. And I want to thank all of you that helped me get to 150 subscribers. It means so much to me. Every little bit by bit counts. And now the goal is to get to 2. So if you're listening and you're so resonating, I would appreciate it. All right, 1 has fallen out. So with the Ace of Wands, this is really tapping into these new possibilities. Dropping the old crap, forgetting about it. It's sort of like, I love this. It's like, right? It's like, I don't have time for this anymore. This has taken up too much space in my body. For some of you, it's physically made you feel sick to be in an environment like this. It's energy draining. It's like these people are energy vampires. But there are new possibilities. There are absolutely new possibilities. If you are willing to step forward and take a risk and perhaps let somebody who's higher up know, or go to counsel. For some of you, this is about finding an attorney, a business attorney, or someone, I'm also hearing the word copyright, intellectual property. You want to make sure that your things are protected. You want to make sure that your passions, your ideas, this is stepping forward and, taking what's yours, but in a way that is not about, being uncompromising or trying to, force yourself in. It's simply about, claiming who you are and not being guilty about your gifts and your talents, and not feeling like you're made to feel guilty because other people feel bad about themselves, and by raising themselves up, they feel the need to pull everybody else down. And with the star, there is a certain destiny that you have within your work and career path. And what's coming into me clearly is some of you need to leave this position. And it's not about taking off and leaving things and not having enough, not being to have enough money to survive, right? But there's a plan in the works about creating something new. Whether, again, it's within your current work environment, perhaps switching teams, or literally taking off. It's like I see this as a map. It's like how do I get where I want to go in a year from now? What is the plan? What are the markers? And, notice like there's stars. It's not like this is some drudgery. How do I make this an experience that's going to feel pleasant? How do I take this feeling of discontent that is pushing me, this feeling of discontent that I'm turning into a means to drive me forward, that this discontented feeling it's energy, and it can be transformed into my passion for moving into the next phase of where I want to go. Because you're sick and tired of feeling out in the cold. You're sick and tired of feeling like you're not financially being compensated for what you're doing in the way that you should be. There's nowhere else to go in your current work. You might have hit a ceiling there, or there aren't any other opportunities that are interesting to you. You want to go where there is a lot more life force energy and flow. You want to go where there is where your ambitions want to take you. You want to go someplace, you want to be somewhere, you want to create for yourself. You more of a leadership, you want more responsibilities in your specific gifts and talents. And you want to be recognized for it. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be recognized and having people know who you are, like you're a go-to person for what you do because you do it so damn good. And, we're not at the top every day, all day, but you feel like you're at a place where you're ready to start earning more. It's like I'm hearing the word more gold stars. And I'm seeing a military jacket. So for some of you, you could be on a military career, but it's like the way they get the stars. It's like, it's just a symbol of, these are my accomplishments. This is the dedication and commitment I've put into this. And there's something to show for it physically. That's what you want. You want something to show for it physically. You want to be able to put money away for the home that you want. You want to be able to renovate your home. You want to be able to, be able to take more vacations or travel internationally. You want to be able to save up to have a family. You simply want to feel like you are being recognized. It keeps coming back to these 5 of Cups, and there's these fives where there's this an internal tension that you have with yourself, where you want the recognition, but there's some sort of guilt holding you back, and this could be, a certain healing process that you're doing with, familial, ancestral, or just like your own personal history around what success has meant for you, or what perhaps in the past, whenever you've succeeded, you've had a big breakup. Whenever, you've been very successful, you've had no personal time. And I think it's about understanding that you can create a whole new thing for yourself. You can sit in tranquility and, be in recognition. It's about the humbleness around it as well. Like this person here, doesn't need, all the drama around them. They know who they are. They know that people seek their advice. They know that people come to them. They know. They know it within themselves, within their heart space. And it doesn't need to be about, some grandiose, operatic kind of, everyone kneeling down and begging down, and there's no appreciation, for what everybody is trying to contribute in this experience. So you're going to have with the Judgment card, there's going to be an opportunity coming up for you to be able to re-examine how you respond to some of these more chaotic or not discontented experiences that you have. And when this does come up again, you want to be able to take a pause within yourself. You want to take a pause within yourself and recognize that you have done a lot of emotional work on yourself, that you are not somebody who is going to emotionally thrash out in order to get what you want. You don't need to be loud, right? Being still within yourself and knowing your own personal power and knowing that you have what it takes, knowing that you've earned the right to be where you are and to be going where you're going is enough. You know exactly when to speak and know not when to speak. And, intuitively, you know what's been going on. But there have been, this can also be a card of, a bit of secrecy so I think it's like, you don't have to keep your own power secret within yourself, but there has to be this balance where it's not about, an old, distorted, power grab, or I keep it to myself and I keep it within and I suppress. It's, again, being able to just truly know within yourself that, especially if something is not right and it's not fair, that you can go up to the authority and with pride and honor and respect speak your own personal truth regardless of what the outcome is. Because for some of you, it could be beginning to create this new path. This could be very much the beginning of the end in some case. But, everything has to come to an end at some point. A way of being at work, how you're allowing yourself to be treated, not to be treated. It could be the physical environment that you're deciding, I need to step away from this now, or I need to step away from this, but what's my exit plan? Because the year is still full of all kinds of possibilities. And you don't need to stay stagnant, to be comfortable and to enjoy life is a beautiful thing and you've earned it. But we don't want to make sure that we're staying overly comfortable when we could have the 10 of Cups. So often this 9 of Cups can be a nice respite. It can be a good place to land and reevaluate, decide, do I want to stay here for a little bit longer? And if I do, what needs to change? Or maybe I don't need to stay here a little bit more. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, is you want to go for everything that you want. You're not ready to give up on your dream, your goal, your desire, and you shouldn't have to. So what is your goal, will, goal, dream, and desire right here, right now, right in this moment? Not what it was last year. You can decide that. And then from having this, like, I know I've got game, I know I've got passion, I know I've got ideas to, yep, I'm going to take my own ideas and I'm going to be willing to start fresh, to start new, to know that I am both the master and the mentee. You're grasshopper and you're the Kung Fu master. You have both within you. So you can learn from yourself, right? You can learn from others. And isn't it wonderful to be in a place where you're accepting, the power of who you are, the mastery, right? And to also be at a place of new beginnings, that life can never stay boring or stagnant or fresh. I never have to be where I don't want to be. I'm always allowed to start new, no matter what anybody else thinks. So if somebody else where you work or your family or your friends, they're like, no, just stay where you are. You got to stay there longer in order to get credentials, or you're at the top there. You're never going to go. You can't go any higher. You'll never get a job that pays that high. You have to just forget all of that, right? You've got to be like, nope. I'm going to do what I know is right for myself. And that's it. And I love you being here. And thank you so much for listening to me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It would really mean a lot. I'd love to hang out with you more and connect with you more. If you want to join the community, I have love coming out on Friday. We have the Monday energies every single week, the general energies of the week. We have meditations on the channel, and these readings are here for you whenever you need them. But I hope you come back soon. Bye.